What's up, guys? So today I just wanted to create a video on why it's so important to own your traffic. So, guys, nowadays traffic is key. Customers is key, clients are key. It's very important to own the traffic, own the clients, own the customers in your everyday life and whatever business that you want to do as well. So I wouldn't say so much everyday life, but more so in terms of business and in terms of influence. So if you really want to make a certain amount of money online, you're going to need clients. You can't just do it on your own. Like it's almost impossible, because you're not gonna be the one to give yourself income. You have to have people who can exchange money with you and for knowledge or skills or whatever business that you want to run. If it's products. So once you have those clients in front of you, then now you can actually advertise your product. So you want to control the traffic. So a great way on how you can actually control the traffic is by purchasing a blog and also doing content. But a faster way would be purchasing the blog. And let me tell you why. So the blog is not so you can just post and post and post. The blog is that you're purchasing a blog so you can have the traffic that was previously owned by the previous owner. Now you own that traffic. So if the previous owner had about 100,000 people going to their blog every single month, or maybe even 10,000 people going to their blog every single month, when you own that blog, you're going to have the exact same traffic going to the blog. But now, since you know how to maybe monetize better, you know how to sell better products, you know how to create content, now those visitors are going to be more engaged, and they might even purchase your products even more, and then you can increase the sales. You can increase the front end sales, and you can increase the back end sales by offering subscriptions, upselling products, creating courses. So many different things you can do now when you own that traffic. So it's very important to actually own traffic, and a great way is by purchasing a blog. And there's tons of online platforms where you can actually purchase blogs. All you have to do is type it on Google. Everything's there for us nowadays. We have Google. Just type it on Google. Where can I buy a blog? And focus on a niche that you know specifically. If you like to make cupcakes, try to find a bakery niche that is big on cupcakes. If you like fitness, try to find fitness blogs that you enjoy. If you like, taking pictures of dogs and cats, find a dogs and cats blog and try to find, a blog that has a lot of monthly visitors. And then inquire, ask them, how much would it be to purchase the blog? But when you're purchasing the blog, look at the last 2 to 3 years of their tax return information. Was this business profitable? Was it not profitable? What's their debt to income ratio? Are they profiting every month? Are they in the red every month? Are they in debt? You want to check these things out before you purchase the blog, so you understand when you take it over, will you be in profit the first year or not? So technically, when you have a business, most businesses, they say, have to be not really making profit within the first 5 years. So if you understand that aspect, that your business will not make profit in the first 5 years due to you reinvesting the money into more product, more advertisement, more customers, more client satisfaction, that's what you're investing all the profits from the business into. So the first 5 years, it's not going to make a lot of income, but later on down the line, that's when it makes a lot of income. And then after that, that's when you can sell the business to somebody else who can see the vision, and that's where you would cash out. A lot of businesses aren't really profitable. They just have great ideas, great vision, and they have the cash flow that's coming in, so they can keep the business running. They can keep the lights on. And then a bigger company, a tech giant, or whoever that's has a lot of capital, will come in and they'll take over the business because they want the clients, they want the visitors, they want the information, they want the asset. That's one of the most important assets, is the information of the clients, the emails, because they understand that they can sell to these customers. That's very similar on why Elon Musk purchased Twitter. For so long after Snapchat and Instagram came out, was going down. Nobody was really on Twitter. But after Elon Musk was like, I can see that, Twitter has billions and billions of users, billions and billions of information that I can influence my products and, my beliefs on Twitter to these people. He purchased Twitter. It was a big business move. And by purchasing Twitter, he was able to, in crypto, he was able to influence certain stocks to go up. So everyone invests in this, Elon Musk coin or the Dogecoin, whatever it is. And then now he's up, 20, 30 million, 50 million from everyone wanting to invest in this coin. And then he can easily just sell his shares. And now he has, 100 million, 200 million that he gained from just the influence of owning Twitter and having his ideas being able to be pushed further. So it's very important to own the traffic. And once you own your traffic, you're then going to be able to sell your products more efficiently, more faster. So try that, guys. If you have the capital to do it, maybe look into purchasing blogs. Or if you don't have the capital for it, just continue to create content and continue to create relationships with your clients where eventually you'll be able to win their trust and you'll be able to sell your products at a later time. So if you guys like this video, subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys next time.